Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. All right, so I got Bitcoin here on the daily, guys, and as you guys can see, Bitcoin price struggling to move up after we saw that initial move down back on January the 13th. Right now, Bitcoin's trading at 42,000, almost 42,900 per BTC. Since we got some BTC approval news, we actually saw a negative performance for Bitcoin. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been following this. I think the crypto market right now has just been kind of settling down. Even though we've been getting some pretty big news, Davos is happening right now. But let's just take a look at the crypto market just briefly here. Market cap right now, $1.69 trillion. We got 24-hour volume. That's up a little bit by 2.31. Bitcoin dominance has gone down. So some people have been calling for, saying right now we're actually in an altcoin season. I'm not feeling it. Greed is still at 61, and usually altcoins do follow Bitcoin. So, I mean, even if we are seeing altcoins moving up or down by a little bit, it certainly is not feeling like an altcoin season, at least not to me. For my Patreon subscribers, I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of an update within the next couple of days. So there has been quite a bit going on in the meantime. XRP has just been, pretty much just meandering within this 56 to 58 cent level, trading right now at about 57 cents per XRP. I recently just got an update for VeChain, guys, from BITRUE. Take a look at this, long and short positions on BITRUE. You can see long accounts fairly high for VeChain, and short interest for VeChain accounts for very little, about 8%. Right now in our future service, BITRUE users are holding over 25 million USDT of VET tokens, and our data shows that 92% of users are long this asset. So, in terms of other altcoins, again, VeChain is one of those cryptocurrencies that I hold in both my legacy portfolio, and for the Patreon subscribers, I do have it in the $10,000 plus Patreon portfolio here. You can see VeChain pretty much moving with the rest of the market. So just wanted to bring that up as a bit of a side note. We're actually seeing XRP Liquidity Ranking third spot, guys. This one courtesy of Michael Branch here on Twitter. In a significant development for the crypto market, XRP has claimed the third position in liquidity rankings, surpassing formidable rivals such as Solana, Binance Coin, and Dogecoin. What an impressive power move. Well, apparently this was reported by Keiko. They're a leading crypto market intelligence platform. They recently unveiled their comprehensive report on crypto liquidity. According to the findings, guys, XRP has firmly established itself as the third most liquid asset, closely trailing the dominant leaders Bitcoin and Ethereum. So just bringing up that tweet here from Keiko. Keiko's quarterly crypto assets liquidity ranking is now live. This was just posted yesterday, examining crucial metrics such as 0.1% liquidity depth, 1% liquidity depth, exchange points, spread values, and volume points. Keiko's report highlighted Bitcoin's continued dominance with a perfect score of 50 points. Following suit, Ethereum secured an impressive 49 points, while XRP earned a noteworthy 48 points. Note, guys, XRP coming in third despite its market cap ranking, over BNB Coin, over Solana. Coming in a close third here in terms of liquidity, right after Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think personally this speaks volumes in terms of, the interest in XRP trading. Even though, guys, we are not seeing the price move commensurate to, what I'm guessing the XRP army is expecting here. We are still seeing a lot of interest in XRP trading, specifically just even from a liquidity standpoint. So I thought that was some pretty good news. Wanted to thank Michael for posting that. Eleanor Turin also bringing this up yesterday. Vanguard and Merrill Lynch. Wow. Senior account managers are now apologizing to clients for their firm's lack of vision regarding crypto exposure. So as you guys know, crypto is in the process of really kind of being accepted on that institutional level. Well, Michael Alfred here came out and called out Merrill Lynch and Vanguard. He said he called both firms and told both companies that I'm pulling out all my money from all accounts. The rep at each company connected me with a senior account manager, and in both cases, that person apologized profusely for management's lack of vision, admitted they owned Bitcoin personally even, and said they've received literally thousands of calls from customers looking to move accounts. This is the beginning of a larger movement. So it's looking as though Merrill Lynch and Vanguard have stepped back on crypto, but the people have spoken, and I have a feeling that this is going to change because they're turning a lot of heads. Wheezy here saying, first they act like you don't exist, then they act like you're not a threat, then they fight you, then they embrace you. Jungle Inc. even down here saying, I doubt this is an official stance, especially for Vanguard. Maybe they're still, testing out the waters. Ashley Prosper down here saying, these people love money, so it makes me think twice when they refuse to take it for a product they could offer. What do they know that we don't? And will it be a case of they were right not to offer it? So, this brings back this idea that maybe Bitcoin is not as sound of an investment as some may have originally thought. Now, as far as it looks right now, Bitcoin is, trending in the direction it should be trending. It's correcting as it should be. Even just throwing a Fibonacci on here, you can see we did retrace. Whoops, we did come up to the 0.618 right up here. Now we're retracing, kind of hovering down in and around the 0.5. So, Bitcoin is behaving normally. However, we've been getting, some contradictory opinions. One of the most popular from the blockchain backer, insinuating that Bitcoin is going to fall even further. Free American Spirit brought this up. Okay, Vanguard is correct. Bitcoin should be avoided. Just because they dislike Bitcoin does not mean they hate crypto. BTC Maxis want you to believe the opposite. You can see Bitcoin as bad and still like other cryptos, it is okay. So I don't know what kind of stance these guys are taking right now. Of course, Bitcoin ETFs have been approved, but really, guys, it's going to be about the real world utility. That is really what's going to propel cryptocurrency forward, and there's so much evidence now to suggest that. So as I was saying, Davos is happening right now. This was a clip from Marcus Infanger, the SVP of RippleX, and this is what he said from a crypto conference just last year. Listen to this.
Time builds really trust there, right? And so the XRP ledger we work with has been around for over 11 years. As mentioned initially, it's processed over $1 trillion worth of transactions, 2.6 billion transactions, 80 million ledger closed, no security incident, and so forth. And so I think, as time evolves, as more adoption happens, as these systems become more distributed, become more redundant, more resilient, and more trust will be essentially, unfolding into broader economies to tap into these networks for financial activities.
So time is essential for building trust on the XRP ledger. As you can see, 707 Crypto down here saying processed over trillions of dollars worth of transactions on the XRP ledger. And as we know, the XRP ledger just keeps building in terms of resilience. The devs, the developers are continuing to create on the XRP ledger. And guys, this is why companies like Ripple and representatives like Monica Long and Brad Garlinghouse are invited to Davos. Ripple to participate in the World Economic Forum this year. This one courtesy of Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed. So Ripple is going to be there as they were last year, as detailed on the WEF website. The event is based on the topic Clear-Eyed About Crypto and will also feature other innovators in the broader financial and crypto ecosystem. So there will be some other ones there. Ripple has obviously, been a big partner of the WEF for a very long time. So it is no surprise that we're seeing them there again. Among the big names listed include Grayscale Investments CEO Michael Sonnenschein and Daniela Stoffel, the State Secretary for International Finance, Federal Department of Finance of Switzerland. Enlisting Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse as a speaker at this year's event is a big recognition, not just for the firm's win, but also of how mature the industry has grown in recent times. So let's also not forget this is the first time Brad Garlinghouse is making an appearance over there at Davos after the XRP Clarity verdict in the United States. So the pursuit of sensible regulation, and it all seems part and parcel to what Ripple has been promoting. When we talk about all these penned articles from all these Ripple representatives that have to do with regulation and regulatory clarity and educating people on crypto adoption, using XRP, tokens like XRP for financial stability, infrastructure, running on a blockchain. This is their mandate. This is their MO. They want to streamline finance around the world, and they are very successful at doing so. So, having Ripple again at Davos this year makes a lot of sense. Egg Crypto here just reposting Ripple's tweet. This shows you that XRP is the only digital asset with legal regulatory clarity, and Ripple as a company is fake and a scam. He's obviously being facetious here. Retweeting out Ripple's post, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse will be taking the stage alongside CFTC Commissioner Carolyn D. Phams, so the commissioner from the CFTC in the United States, at Bloomberg House on Tuesday, which is today if you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm releasing it, at 4:20 p.m. CET in Davos. For this segment here, Crypto at a Crossroads, future-proofing digital assets, and I will link this in the description of the video if you guys want to watch it. There is a live YouTube link here for you guys. And so, the World Economic Forum's always coming out, trying to improve, I think maybe trying to improve their image a little bit. considering what more people are thinking about them these days, I think it was a lot easier for them to hide in the darkness years ago. But more has been coming to light over the years. The dot connectors connecting nefarious ideas to the World Economic Forum, and this guy in particular. So I think part of their mandate now is image control. XRP drops. Posting this. What is the World Economic Forum? Well, this is a video that CNBC released on them. After watching the clip, it only becomes clearer in which league Ripple is playing. So, if you're running with the guys that rule the world, I think it is quite obvious who the winners are going to be. And then he was just retweeting out this tweet of his from January the 14th. Brad Garlinghouse is a public speaker at the World Economic Forum, and that is happening on January the 18th. I guess another talk there, the official talk that Brad Garlinghouse is going to give at Davos. Clear-eyed about crypto. How can regulations simultaneously promote innovation while protecting the consumer? And what does sensible regulation look like? So you guys can see here, Brad Garlinghouse is listed on the docket there with some other public speakers, including Michael Sonnenschein of Grayscale Investments, and that is set out for January the 18th. And alongside what's happening at Davos, we're continuing to see more Ripple partners launching new banking partnerships. This one has to do with Ripple partner Temos in particular. They've just launched a new SaaS banking platform. Open platform for composable banking. Temos has launched its end-to-end software as a service, Temos Enterprise Services, on the company's banking cloud to enable banks to deploy software solutions in just 24 hours and significantly reduce modernization costs. Here, guys, a little bit on this. With the enterprise service with over 120 prepackaged banking products, predefined customer journeys, and over 700 pre-configured application programming interfaces, banks of all sizes now can launch a minimal viable product or an MVP and get a flying start by having to build a test environment within 24 hours. So, it used to be that Temos used to, essentially help support the back end for all these banks. And usually their customers were fairly big banks. But, because the technology is getting so good, because these guys are also Ripple enabled, they can now provide a more streamlined approach for all different kinds of banks. And they're saying here, banks of all sizes can now launch their minimum viable product, have it within 24 hours. And basically now all banks can be leveling up, running on a level playing field. The company's tooling, standardized methodologies, and experienced service teams enable banks to achieve an MVP within months of a project launch. Large banks can also launch new product or a line of new business and get to market quickly in retail, business, or corporate banking, and then migrate existing customer bases to the new banking platform at their own pace using a build and migrate approach. So, this is great for not only Ripple partner Temos, but for all the banks to now be able to run on a platform that can compete with bigger banks. This is why, guys, the big banks do not like this. They have been opposed to this, but they can't beat them, so they kind of have to join them at the end of the day. I also happen to see this from Uphold. XRP Army badges are now coming soon. So for those who are using Uphold, who are part of the XRP Army, Uphold is saying we're in the final stages of processing the remaining XRP badges for their badge NFT recipients. The blog post was originally posted back in November, so I'm guessing they are finishing that up. They're saying down here, please do not submit the XRP address associated with your standard Uphold wallet, as it is not NFT compatible. But the whitelist window does end January the 26th. So you still have about 10 days from the day of this recording to follow up with that. Make sure to register your compatible XRPL wallet address to secure your XRP Army badge NFT. So if you guys are interested in that, I will link, I do link everything in the description anyway, but I will link this in the description of the video for you guys for more information on that. More news here with regards to XRP Healthcare, guys. The XRPL network has welcomed XRP Healthcare as a validator node, this one courtesy of Michael Branch. In a blitz of breakthroughs witnessed across the Web3 landscape, XRP Healthcare, a blockchain-based healthcare platform utilizing Web3 tech, nabbed substantial global attention as the firm announced a game-changing accomplishment for themselves. As per the report surfacing over the global Web3 horizon, the healthcare firm appears to have secured its position as an XRPL validator, revolutionizing its venture into blockchain tech even further. So XRP Healthcare definitely not sitting on their laurels, continuing to innovate, now participating and becoming an official validator. According to the report dated Monday, January the 15th, XRP Healthcare secured its position as a validator node on the XRP Ledger network, aiming to strengthen crypto transparency. Furthermore, with this, the healthcare entity now embarks further with its venture in aiding the consensus process of validating transactions, along with the preservation of the decentralized ledger's integrity. In addition, according to Kane Rooms, the founder of XRP Healthcare, emerging as a validator on the XRPL network marks a tempest of strides for the organization globally. Simultaneously, it mirrors the firm's dedication to persist as a secure and transparent healthcare ecosystem leveraging blockchain technology. So these guys are continuing to hit it out of the park, based in Africa. They've really been expanding, and adding a validator definitely does show their commitment. So some great news there coming from XRP Healthcare. Wanted to thank Michael for posting that. IMF Managing Director Kristina Georgieva says crypto is not money. So along the same lines of this theme, I mean, we're seeing XRP usage in many different facets, not just for speculative trading. Although the spec trading, guys, is, why we're all here. I'm assuming the value of XRP is just going to go up with more utility. But to kind of speak to this, and, even Ripple has been saying the value of crypto is going to be the underlying utility. So we can't really think of cryptocurrency as money. Echoing this same sentiment here from the head of the IMF, guys, listen to this.
What is the IMF's view on crypto in what looks to be a very unique moment for this investable asset?
Our view is that we have to differentiate between money and assets. When we talk about crypto, we are actually talking about an asset class. It could be backed up, and in that sense more secure, less risky, or it could be not backed up and therefore a riskier investment. But it is not exactly money. It's more like a money managed fund. So when we look at money, there we have the central bank digital currencies, and they are indeed a digitalized form of money. Is it possible to have the private sector play a role in this area? Yes, of course, private sector has played a role throughout the history of money, but we have to be very careful to inform the public about what exactly in front of them the private sector has placed. I like the notion that we can enhance the payment systems with private sector participation. But we have to be careful not to mislead the public that crypto is equivalent in all cases of money.
So notice, now that people are used to making money from crypto, those have been in the market for a long time. Now, organizations like the IMF, and I'm sure many others, are realizing it's going to be very difficult to change people's thoughts on what cryptocurrency is, especially when Bitcoin came out and was, originally considered, a mechanism, a new type of money, a money for the people to make payments outside of the system. So with all these new cryptocurrencies and the new crypto technology, the point remains cryptocurrencies will have value, but they should not be considered money. So an interesting quote here from Kristina Georgieva. Wanted to thank Cryptic Poet for posting that. And Matthew LANY here posting this, retweeting out Flare Community's breaking news from just yesterday, indirect evidence that Google definitely holds XRP. So this just came out. Google Cloud joins Flare Network as a validator. And on the announcement, guys, the FLR token did jump about 5%. So this is FLR on the daily. I'm going to throw it on the hourly to show you guys that it did go up based on the news. Wow, what the news can do, just amazing. FLR token did go up about 40% overall, but now has since come back down. Still holding at about 0.02071, as you guys can see over here. But this is huge, guys. Google running on the Flare networks. Remember when everybody was so pessimistic on Flare, calling it a scam? What is it good for? Well, Flare, which calls itself the blockchain for data, gives developers access to decentralized data via its Oracle system, and the cloud division of tech giant Google has joined the Flare blockchain as a validator and infrastructure provider. So Google Cloud is one of the 100 organizations adopting this combined role, both securing the network as a validator and contributing to the Flare time series Oracle. According to the announcement stated by CoinDesk, Flare, which calls itself the blockchain for data, gives developers access to decentralized data via the Oracle system. In blockchain parlance, Oracle refers to entities that connect networks to external systems, thereby allowing smart contracts to be executed based on inputs and outputs from the outside world. And Flare, guys, running on the XRP ledger, now connected to Google, considering Google has just joined the Flare network as a validator now indirectly. What does that mean? Well, Matthew LANY does bring it up down here. Evil Saint XRP asking to explain this. Flare was dropped to XRP holders, and considering we're seeing this connection, one could only assume that Google is a holder now of XRP. So Flare was up 27.6% as of the time Moon Lambo did post this. Flare onboards Google Cloud as an infrastructure provider to validate the network and contribute to the Flare time series oracle. I mean, Flare is a very specific project that is tied to a bigger mechanism, the XRP ledger. So we can only assume that Google probably already had ties with the XRP ledger in some capacity. There was already evidence suggesting that from years ago. Nothing very clear though, but guys, this just points us in that same direction. Not only that, check this out, another one here from Matt. Google and many others are future-proofing. They will have a say on the next generation of the internet. So notice this too, the Hedera Council listing their partnerships here with some Ripple partners like DBS, FIS. We've got Google in the mix here. Nomura is another Ripple partner, Shinhan Bank, Standard Bank. I believe Tata is as well. So all very, very interesting, guys. A new connection, Google Cloud and the Flare network. The price of the Flare token, unfortunately, is not able to sustain the news. But guys, this is just a smaller piece to the bigger picture. The utility coins and many other cryptocurrencies, I have a feeling, are going to do very well this bull run. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.